Repay to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God. Simply put, give back what is owed. I must say, at the very top of the list of my least favorite activities is paying taxes. Who likes paying taxes? Haven't quite determined yet whether it's the digging into my pocket or the digging into all the paperwork, the W-2s, the 1099 stubs, receipts. That's less enjoyable. I dislike the whole process of taxes. But I pay my taxes. And I do them right. Why? Because I owe something. And frankly, I don't want to get in trouble. So I give back what is owed. That's to the state. Now, what about God? What do I owe God? The one in whose image and likeness I am made. Few of us might know Father Ben Hadrich. He's the pastor in International Falls and Little Fork. A man of God. Amazing devotion to the sacred scripture, God's holy word. He's also an athlete, those of us who know Father Ben. He will voluntarily swim and bike and run for distances we might complain driving. He's one of those triathlon Ironmen, marathons, biathlons, triathlons, name it, he's done it. 5 years ago, Father Ben also started to become familiar with helicopter rides. After finishing one of those races up in Nye Falls, he started to get this terrible headache. It was a Saturday, so he made his way back to the rectory. He was attempting to rest, to nap, in order to get himself prepared for the evening Mass. But when he woke up, the headache had become so devastating. But he knew he needed to offer Mass that evening. So he drove himself to the hospital. And all he could keep saying was these three things: medicine, Mass, 5 p.m. Medicine, Mass, 5 p.m. I remember that day. I was with our late bishop, Bishop Serba. We were gathered around with him, a gathering of us men studying to be priests. The bishop informed us, we learned that Father Ben was in the helicopter on his way to Duluth. Father Ben wasn't able to offer Mass that day. Instead, he suffered and was suffering a stroke. I think it was for 30 days that he was really unable to speak. He was in the hospital, I think, for some 60 days. But 2 months later, Father Benny made his first return to Little Fork in Nye Falls. It was truly powerful and amazing. I was there with him, with his mom and with his dad, his parishioners, a priest, a pastor. He returned to offer with his people the Sunday Mass. our greatest act of worship, praise, and honor of our God on this earth, and it was glorious. What belongs to God? Who bears his image? Father Ben knows, and he lives it. In the depths of his soul, Father Ben, he gets it. We are made in the image and likeness of God. We bear his image, and we owe him. We owe him our worship. Last Sunday, the homily, if you remember, it was about our invitation and how we can gladly run, accepting this invitation here to the heavenly banquet. And that is so true. But even before given this invitation, we actually, all of us, made in the image and likeness of God, we owe him. We owe him to be here. We owe our God worship. And there's no more perfect act of praise and honor, worship, than joining in the offering of this holy Mass. The priest reminds, he declares at every Mass, you'll hear it, it is truly right and just, our duty and our salvation, always and everywhere to give you thanks, Lord, Holy Father. I was reminded of Father Ben because around a month ago, Father Ben experienced a second stroke. Right now, he's down in Rochester at the Mayo. Let me tell you, Father Ben is amazing. He's an amazing man. And he made a video for his people, for his parishioners, his family, his friends. It's 1 minute and 46 seconds. What's his message? He says, today was a really powerful day for me because I was able to celebrate Mass. This was the second time now. I was able to receive the body and blood of Christ, which was amazing. This is what just strikes me. I recommend that everyone that can hear this today to get to worship and to get with Jesus Christ today, especially in this time. What a gift to be made in the image and likeness of our God. What a gift, for this invitation, this duty, this responsibility that we have to give God what belongs to him, our very selves in worship.